Hello, I'm Marius Sarantsova, the lead developer for JFusion. JFusion is a free and open source user integration tool for Joomla. It allows you to turn your Joomla installation into a powerful portal system and allow for a single sign-on of all your different users across different softwares. It's really a revolutionary type bridge, as it allows other developers to write JFusion plugins and easily integrate other softwares into Joomla, while letting JFusion do all the hard work. After about a year of development, we're finally ready for a first beta release, and I'm excited today to give you a first preview of the features you can expect in JFusion 1.1 beta. Alright, let's get behind the computer and have a look.
One of the things that has been completely redesigned is the installation process. It's now much easier to install and upgrade JFusion. In the Joomla administration panel, go to your normal install and uninstall, select a single package and click on Upload File. This will install all 5 different packages, and these days it's also not necessary anymore to uninstall all your different packages and reinstall the new ones. You can install the single new package and it will automatically update all of your other packages. So as you can see on the results page, it installed the component, the login, activity module and also the 2 different plugins. Also the installation is much easier. What happens is we go to the control panel, and from the control panel we can actually enable, disable the JFusion plugins and easily set things up. Alright, let's have a quick look. As you can see, after a new install, the JFusion plugins are first disabled. Just leave them for the time being. You can also see we've got a new tab where you can get all the latest news for JFusion right on your own website. What we start off with is with the Joomla options. As you can see, we've got a lot of new options on here. You can now select either that people authenticate themselves with a username, an email, or even both. This is handy for some softwares like Memento, which use emails only for their usernames. If you've imported a large number of users from one software into Joomla, you might want to select, for instance, PHP BB3. This will mean usernames get filtered and it allows you to have case-insensitive usernames and the same login behavior as you would have for your PHP BB3 installation. Again, we've got a couple more options as well on the bottom, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a different time. The plugin configuration is the next thing. It's similar, where you can select your plugins, configure them, and then select the masters or the slave you want to have. Again, we can have multiple slaves in this software release of JFusion, and you can have there, for instance, 1 Joomla installation and 3 different PHP boards. How we can achieve this is when you go to the plugin manager. For instance, we want to duplicate our PHP plugin. We click on copy and we say PHP BB3 new. You can select any new name for it. And as you can see at the bottom here, we've got a copied plugin, which means if you go back to your plugin configuration, suddenly you've got an extra PHP BB3 plugin which you can configure and run as a slave. The other things which have been improved is that we have a login checker, which can also debug the remember me function and also the logout. In addition, the login checker will give good information about the versions of the software which you are running and allow people on the support forum to more easily find out what your problem is. Another big improvement is the version checker, which we can click on. The version checker will first check to see if your server software is compatible with JFusion and indicate if you might need to upgrade. It will then look to see if all your JFusion software itself is compatible. And in this case, you can see that the version checker indicates that my component software is out of date. Well, upgrading is very easily. There's a button here on the right bottom, which will automatically upgrade JFusion to the latest version. Once you click on. So when we now go back to our version checker, we should be able to see that everything is up to date, which it indicates. When everything is ready and installed, we can go to the control panel. And previously, a lot of people made errors with disabling and enabling the plugins for authentication and user, and these days it's very easy. We just click on the enable plugins button and it will go green. Same thing if you want to disable JFusion for the login process. We can click on disable, and it will automatically handling the unpublishing of the Joomla plugins and the publishing of the JFusion plugins. Now, of course, the million-dollar question is, when will the next version be released? Well, I can't give you a specific date, but I can tell you we're closer rather than further away from a release, and we're hoping to get these exciting improvements out to you soon. That's it for my first video blog for now, and I'll talk to you later.